Good morning, YouTube. What's up, everybody? I hope you're safe and healthy and happy and doing okay. I am coming to you from a scorching New York. I think the temperature literally is, well, it's 9:10 a.m. Let's start with that. It's 9:10 a.m. and the temperature is apparently already 84 degrees and it feels like 90. So that's what we're working with. I already ran, but that'll be for next week's recap video, not quite up to this week yet. Today we're going to be talking about my week 2 of training and how that went. But before we get into that, I do want to give you a little bit of a Ruby update. If you can tell, she's not behind me, and that's because she went in for surgery yesterday. Long story short, she got an endoscopy yesterday and they found like a piece of plastic that had accumulated a ton of hair and string on it and all this kinds of crazy stuff. So basically they told us that they had to perform surgery on her to get it out, and they're pretty sure that this has been causing all of the problems. So she's out of surgery, she's doing great, and if she continues to do great throughout today, then we can go pick her up this evening. Today is Tuesday. Or no, today is Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. But today is Wednesday. So that's where we're at with Ruby. We're really hoping that this truly is the issue. The surgeon and the doctor seem to be like 99.99999% positive that it is. So that's where we're at, and I'm glad that she's going to be okay. Thank you guys for all of your Ruby well wishes. I know she's a big hit on the channel, and I felt like it was necessary to give you an update. Okay, so last week's training was a little bit different from week 1 in the sense that every Thursday I have the ability or the option to do a small, easy run. So on week 1 I rested on Thursday, but in week 2 I actually took that day and ran an extra 3 miles so that I could film for my Sunday video. So week 1 I ran 4 days, and week 2 I ran 5. Now all of these runs are still easy pace, and they're going to be for the next couple of weeks. If you forgot what that is, or you aren't sure, didn't see my first video, my easy pace is going to be between 8:53 and 9:15, or it can be greater, whatever I'm feeling that day. And as I explained in my first recap video, I like to kind of stay in the 9s a bit because it helps me to ground myself and stay consistent. If I do find myself at the 8:53-ish range, it's really like easy to then find myself at like 8:40. Even if I'm feeling good, that's fine, but that's not the point of the workout. Like, we want to stay 8:53 to 9:15 or greater. So I've been liking the 9s. If you haven't seen my very first Chicago Marathon video, you can go to that. I'll link it up here, I think. And that will give you an idea of what all of my paces will be. Like my easy pace, my marathon pace, my tempo pace, all that stuff. It's all listed out there. And that's kind of like a base for these recap videos. So in total, last week I ran 24.34 miles. Monday was a rest day. Tuesday was a 4-miler. Well, I did 4.1. Wednesday I did 3.1. Thursday I did another 3.1. Friday I did 4. Saturday was a rest day, and Sunday I did 10. In those 5 days of running, my heart rate was between 150 and 160 BPM the entire time, the highest being on my 10-mile long run, which was 160 BPM. Again, I'm not really getting too crazy about heart rate. I don't want to focus on that too much. I really want to go by how I'm feeling. And I felt amazing on my long run on Sunday. Like, I could have ran 15 miles or 20 miles. Well, I don't want to get too crazy, but I really felt like I could have kept going. So I was really happy with that. If it says 160 BPM, I really don't care. Oh, it's hot. I have to say, I know not every week is gonna be like this amazing feeling, but I really felt super good last week. And I just felt confident, like mentally good also, not just physically. I mean, I felt physically good, but but I also just felt mentally good. It's been a really long time since like January that I've run 10 miles, so I was a little bit kind of iffy about how I would feel, but I ended up feeling better than I expected. It was an overcast day and not too terribly hot, which definitely helped. I think if it was a day like today, I wouldn't feel quite as good, but it was a solid day. I switched up the route a little bit and added this like new thing in there that I had never tried before, which was a great idea because not only was it mentally relieving for me, but it was also kind of fun and gave me some extra mileage so that I wasn't messing around at the very end, which I hate doing. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I hate like when you're like short, you're a little short on your run and you have to like do a bunch of dead ends, or I don't know, whatever the case is, running in circles. I can't stand that. So I didn't really have to do that as much with this new added section. Hopefully you can hear me because there's like some landscaping situation going on over yonder. So sorry about that. As far as nutrition goes, I didn't bring anything with me for the 10 miler. For me, I don't really feel like I need anything until I get back. When I did get back, I actually didn't have noon, but I had an ice cold bottle of Gatorade in the fridge, and then I had a ton of water and a bacon, egg, and cheese, which I highly recommend as a recovery source of fuel and nutrition. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do this coming Sunday. I have a 12 miler, if I'll bring a gel. Low-key, I don't even think I have any gels. I have to order them. But that's for next week's video. But yeah, I didn't think I really needed any nutrition. I felt super good, honestly, on Sunday night. Like, I didn't even run 10 miles. My legs weren't achy. I didn't feel totally like rocked or like I was in outer space. Sometimes I can feel a little spacey after longer runs like that. But no, I felt really, really good and like on fire almost. Like, it made me super excited for the rest of training. As far as shoes go, I have been wearing I have to take it off my foot because I just ran in it. Yep, still the Nike Zoom X Invincible. I did actually run in the New Balance Fresh Foam More V3 last week as well for filming, and then I think I ran in it another time. But this has been my primary shoe of choice, and I'm really trying not to switch it up too much because I don't want to get PF problems. That would be an absolute disastrous nightmare. So I am trying to be smart about my shoe choices these days. I don't want the shoe review portion of my channel to suffer, but I also really don't want my PF to flare up and not be able to run Chicago. And I hope you can understand that. So now I'll put up a screen with all of my runs and my splits and all that good stuff here, so you can see for yourself. And that's kind of everything from week 2 of Chicago Marathon training. Week 3 will be all about the tremendous heat. It literally feels like I am sitting in like a thick, I don't even know how to describe this. If you know, you know. If you enjoyed this video, please like it down below and subscribe. And when you're done with all that, hit the notifications bell down below so you can find out every time I upload a new video. I can't get enough water right now. I have another video for you on Sunday, but in the meantime, get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like heller. And please, if you are on the East Coast or the Pacific Northwest or anywhere that's really hot right now, try to stay cool. And I'll see you next time. I also would just like to applaud myself for the fact that it is 9:31. I already ran today, and I already filmed my video for tomorrow. I mean, it's the little things, you know? Like, I feel like an adult.